In this video, I'm going to be continuing by discussing the ASP.NET web form. In the last video, I was talking about how we can change the navigate URL of the hyperlink to change where it points to dynamically, and I'm going to show you why this is important, because right now with this I didn't select any of these two options. So if I go to the view source, you can see that ASP.NET has automatically created a lot of source code for us. In the future, I'll be talking about this view state, which is very important. Right now we can see that the do post back, remember the post back that we set, and also if you know your HTML, you can see that we have created, this is the tags to use for creating drop down list in HTML. So this is what the drop down list server controls that we chose. This is what it outputs from the server processing. That is why I always say to many people that you can learn how to use ASP.NET. You can be a master in ASP.NET, but even if you don't know anything in even if you don't know any code or any tag in HTML, you can argue that, but it's true, because if you look at let me close this one. If you look at the source view on this page, you can see that the drop down list, there is no HTML tags involved here. There's no HTML tag, so that's why it's possible for you to know ASP.NET without knowing any HTML tags. So anyway, I'm going to continue. Let me run the application again. So if I choose before I choose that, let me show you the source view again. You can see that right here we only have the A, which is the anchor text, ID equals to hyperlink 1 and nothing else. So this one doesn't go anywhere, the link doesn't point to anywhere. So but if I should select any of these options and we go to view source, we can see that the server has delivered another source view for us, and now this has changed to A ID equals to hyperlink 1 and href equals to google.com. So we can see that we're getting the information from the server every time we select an item. It's sent to the server for processing and is returned. So now the source view, this one will have pointed to Yahoo now. So that's the dynamic creation of these controls and these properties and everything, and the advantage of having the web form. That's the advantage. So and not only that, it is actually possible to create controls, automatically populate data into controls at runtime. Let me explain what I mean. Like for example, this drop down list, it is possible to add another item during runtime. It will not be present before it is run. It's only when it's run that it's going to be added. For example, I can add another website at runtime. So I'm going to add eBay. So that would be, let me go to the page load event. So if I go to if you click on this, you get to the page load. If you just double click anywhere on the page, you get to the page load event. So I want to add the eBay website when the page loads. So I'll say drop down list 1 dot items dot add. I want to add an item to the drop down list. So add eBay, and so I want the navigation URL to point to what should we point it to? Obviously ebay.com. So hyperlink 1 dot navigate URL. This thing you're looking right here, this drop down list, is called the intelligence. It gives you it shows you all the options that you have. HTTP www.ebay.com. So this is not the way to do the reason why you can't do this in the real world is because I'll show you why. Right now, you see, I did not hard coded it into the drop down list itself. I told this thing that every time the web page loads, add the eBay. But the disadvantage of this is every time the page loads, it will add it. So if your page load 500 times, so you're going to have this eBay 500 times. Let me show you what I mean. If I should select this now, the information will be sent to the server, right? So that means the server will load the page again. So that means we have double eBay. Check this. Look, we have double eBay. I told you. So, and if you check the hyperlink, it's actually pointing to eBay. Look at the bottom here. You can see at the bottom here, it's pointing to ebay.com. So if I should select any of the eBay again, if I should select anything at all, you see, because the page keeps loading, so we'll keep adding this. So this is not the way to do it in the real world. So you're not going to. There are times when this type of dynamic insertion of things will be useful, but not everyday use. So can you see, every time the page refreshes, go back to the server and return itself, we get this eBay added, because that's why I said every time the page loads. So that's what I want to show you about the web form. I haven't actually talked about everything inside the web form, because inside the web page, not the web form now, inside the web page itself, there is this code declaration at the top. This page declaration language equals to C#. That's the language that we'll be using. The auto event wire up equals to true. The code file equals to, you should understand what this means. The what's it called? The code behind files. This is the CS code behind files. So there is a lot of options to add in here. If you want to see all the list, just press that. Can you see? Buffer, class name, code file base class, code page. Those are the options that can be added. Error page, explicit, So are we going to look at everything? I guess so. So don't be scared, just follow along. I'm keeping this videos very simple so you can understand it. So if you have any questions, I always say you can always leave me a comment. And even if you look at the header, the head of the page, it has the run at equals to serve as well. What does that tell you? You can change the head of the page at any time. You see, you can change the head at any time. So if, for example, you want to modify a few things at runtime, it will be possible, because the head can be processed on the server. So that's it for this video, and I'll be back with more server controls videos. Thank you.